this man doesn't like you, but that's who you've chosen to be with. Why? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isiuwe. If you are new here, welcome. Please subscribe so that what's that? Please subscribe so it's not your last time here and you continue to see my face. So today's video is specifically for my 20-year-olds, my beautiful 20-something-year-olds, and you are just unsure how to navigate your life. Because I honestly believe that your 20s are like one of the crucial stages of your life. I myself am moving slowly out of my 20s. I'm 28, moving to my 30s, and there are just some things that I feel like if somebody had told me when I was younger, I would have really appreciated, I would have really loved it. Because on the internet there's so many, like there's such a wealth of advice, like there's so many advices, so many people telling you do this, do that, do this, do that, and a lot of the time they don't necessarily relate to me because many of these advices like based on personal experiences, and I just can't resonate with them, especially for black young people. A lot of them don't really relate to who I am as a Nigerian person. So I thought to do this video, and I just feel like your 20s are such a crucial year, like crucial stage of your life, and I just feel like your 20s are such a crucial stage in your life, and a point in the right direction is not a bad thing. So this video is for you. If you are well like my age, please comment and tell me if you think that so like if you resonate with the things that I'm saying, if you're 100% on it, so that I know that yeah, people are relating to what I'm saying. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to be doing this while doing my makeup, obviously, like, so let's get into it. So I'm going to be talking about these crucial points, these interesting points while I do my makeup. I have them written down on my notebook so I don't forget while I do my makeup. Have I said that? Hmm. I don't know if I said that. Anyways, yes, I'm going to be doing my makeup while talking to you guys about what I feel like are important in your 20s. I usually don't do my brows on camera, but I just feel like let me just do it. Whatever you guys see, you guys see. So I'm going to be using this Karidi, is it Karidi or Karite gel eyeliner in brown. Yeah, brown ink to fill my brows. It's kind of like a lot darker than what I prefer, but I'm tired of using pencil and I feel like using gel liner is a lot better. So back to girls in your 20s. Okay, so me, I generally feel like it's a big regret of mine, but I generally feel like I wasted my 20s, and that's why I'm doing this video, because I honestly feel like if somebody had told me these things while I was just beginning my 20s, I would have really loved them. Like I would have really appreciated it. So that's why I'm doing this video. I don't want my girlies to miss out on things that I feel like are important. There are a million and one videos talking about what you should do in your 20s, and they are not really getting into it. Like they're not, in fact, they're not really getting into the nitty gritty of things, and there are so many opinions. And me, I'm going to tell you how it is. Bear in mind that most of these opinions that you see on the internet of how advice in your 20s, what I should have told my younger self, most of these things are coming from personal experiences. I'm a firm believer that a lot of people um project, yeah. So they give you advice based on what they would have done, and what applies to their own life. But then it's not to be taken lightly, because you can learn from other people's mistakes, you can learn from other people's experiences. So pay attention. Let me just say the first thing I would say that you should do in your 20s is you should make a plan for your career. 100%. Make a plan for your career. And I don't say this lightly because a lot of people, I'm not even doing my makeup again. Let me be straight. This is why I don't do my brows on camera. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, so my number one point is that you should make a career plan early enough. Listen, people are always saying it. Oh, your 20s are are your years for enjoying, being lavish. Like, don't worry about things, be free. Bro, That's how poverty happens. Though. If you're not somebody that that's growing up with like a trust fund, or like you are like really wealthy, your family are in leagues of them $100, then don't take my advice seriously. Like you don't really necessarily have to do that. Like you'll still be fine. But if you're somebody that you feel like if you don't make a plan, you're going to be in trouble, then pay attention. Like seriously, when people say, "Oh, your 20s are your years for enjoying," like, "Oh, travel, experience the world." I'm not saying you shouldn't experience it. I'm not saying that those points are not valid, but make a plan for your career early enough. If you want to be a content creator, if you are in the university, for example, if you want to, like, whatever it is that you decide on your whatever it is that you decide that the trajectory of your life is going to go through, make a plan for it early enough. Don't waste your time, bro. Time is something that is very important when you're in the 20s. I don't think I can do my makeup, my brows on camera. I don't think, because I'll just be talking and talking. So I'm just doing it lightly, shading it lightly, and yep. Yes, so make a plan. If you are very wise, you do it while you are still in university. I know a lot of people that started what's it called, taking internships, like applying for jobs, like already building their CV while they're in university. That is such a wise thing for you to do, especially if you've already made a decision that okay, I want to be in the corporate world, this is what I want to do. Make a plan early enough. And if you don't want to start taking jobs while you're in the university, just know that after, like in Nigeria now, after your university, after your service, this is what I want to do, and stick to it. And you have to, what's the word, you have to ask people around, do enough research to know that you are making the right plan. Because while I was in my 20s and I was just coming out of university, I thought I had a plan. I did not. That was not a feasible, that was not an interesting plan. Both my parents are artists, yeah. So they work from home, they work from their studio. So they have no idea what it would mean. Like I don't they don't have sufficient they didn't have sufficient enough advice for me on like venturing into the corporate world, because they've never really had to deal with bosses, so to speak. So if I had asked people, if I had done enough research, I would have known that there are some things that I should have done, there are some certifications that I should have taken, there's a part that I should have ventured in right at the start. I did not do that. I completely wasted like about 4 years after university. I was still not sure what I wanted to do. I'm going to be using this Zickel concealer, second skin, to highlight under my brows. My face is already moisturized, so I'm just going to use a primer so that I can put my base. Today I'm going to use foundation, or should I not? Because to be very honest, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just doing this makeup for you guys. I'm doing it for the purpose of shooting a video. My brows are done. Okay, so second advice that I have for you guys and for myself, if I was talking to my younger self, is that invest in female friendships as much as you invest in your relationships. If you watch my A lot of women now are so against sisterhood and female friendships, and if you watch my last video, you may understand why. My last unpopular opinion video, you may understand why. Linked up of the screen now. But female friendships are so important. And it's just funny how, especially if you're in a relationship, you want to compromise for your man, you want to be this for your man, you want to be that for your man, you want to be like an important person in your man's life, obviously. Why do we neglect that for female friendships? Like, they are equally as important. They are equally as important. The funny thing is that male relationships come and go. If you are very lucky, you meet a man today and you get married to him after dating him for 4 years or 3 or 2 years or 1 year, like that same man. But if you're not lucky, you're like the rest of us, you date a couple of men first before you find the one. You kiss a couple of frogs before you find the one. And so like they're not always a big part of your life. But female friendships, especially if you have a healthy one, like a healthy female friend. What do I mean by that? Like a friend that is a good person, but there are many wicked girls out there, guy. But if you actually find the ones that are perfect, that you have you have a lot in common with, please invest in your female friendships. Like, plan dates, go out together, talk about careers together. Like, it is so important. I cannot overemphasize that one. Don't waste your time like doing things that are not important. Like, everything should be kind of calculated. Have fun with your female friends. Like, that is incredibly important. So now I'm just going to be priming my face with this Rimmel thing. So dirty, I'm ashamed. This Rimmel thing. It's a stay mattifying mattifiant. It's a makeup primer anyway. So moving on, invest in female friendships. Make a clear career plan early enough. Moving on now, invest in yourself. Your twenties, your twenties are a crucial stage because it kind of launches you into society. Like, when you are like a child, obviously you're a child, nobody gives a fuck about you. When you're a teenager, like you're still a baby. When you are in your twenties, you're essentially being launched into society. You don't want to be half baked. That's why an education is good. Yeah, if you are going to university, or if you like have like some kind of training. If it's certifications you have to take, going back to making sure you have career plans. If it's certifications you have to take, if it's trainings, if it's education, man, get your degree. You want to be able to contribute something to society. You want to have a conversation with somebody, and there's something up in your head. I really, I really can't tell you how many people are disgusted with the fact that people cannot contribute in a conversation. A lot of people don't like that. And I'm not saying you should do these things so that you will be liked, but even you feel good that you are somebody that has soft stuff to offer. Because you are Ella from Lagos, everybody should bow down to you. And that's where the spirit of disgusting entitlement comes in. You have to invest in yourself to be worthy of the things that you want to ask for. Because you cannot now be sad if the universe does not bring you things that you're asking for, if you are not worth it. One other thing I would say is to build your femininity. And femininity is not being soft spoken. It's not gliding. It's not being I that is not what feminism is. I don't know. There are a lot of teachers now are telling women that this is what they should do if they want to be in their feminine era. Bro, that is not what femininity is. Femininity is something that is very personal, and you have to, it's an innate thing that you have to draw out, you have to be in touch with and draw out. Or not being gentle, not being a Barbie is not masculine. So know what femininity means to you and tap into it and continue to do it. Like, for me now, femininity is actually being soft for me. Like, not gentle, but soft. But I'm also incredibly a tough person. So what I do to build my femininity is, I'm not soft spoken. If you can hear me now, you're listening to me. I don't talk with this voice. I'm not going to be talking to you like this. That's not who I am. That would be me lying to myself. If I say no, that's not who I am. That's not femininity to me. What I do for myself to build my femininity is creating routines. So one of the ways that I create routines is by like having like a skincare routine. Do you know, I just feel so powerfully feminine where I'm alone in the house, I'm in my robe, I've lit a candle, or I'm in like comfy clothes. It could be boxers and a baggy t-shirt. And maybe my hair is done, my hair is not done, I don't care. And I'm reading a good book. I'm drinking, what's my favorite drink? I like chocolate drinks. I'm drinking like maybe hot cocoa. And I'm reading a good book, or I'm watching a hilarious Netflix show, or watching like a drama. That for me is soft life. That is like something that reinforces who I am as a woman. Doing my skincare routine in the morning when I wake up, like putting on my toner, like patting my face dry. Bro, those things make me so happy, so in my feminine. Build on things that make you essentially a woman, that some people will shame you for. Sometimes men shame women for doing those things, but we don't care about what the men say. So just do things that make you feel like, oh god, I'm just a girl, I'm just a babe. Another thing I would say for my beautiful babes is to fall in love with yourself. This is so crucial because the reason I'm saying this is because a lot of people, in fact, your 20s are part, such a weird part of your life because that's when self doubt comes in, imposter syndrome, like a lot of some weird ass negative things that you didn't have while you are growing up. They just rear their head because obviously, like I said again, you are being launched into society. So you're seeing a lot of things and you're wondering if you fit in, you're wondering if you even match up. Another thing is don't compare yourself to other people. Like I just said, if your femininity is playing basketball, let that be your femininity. I don't care. Don't compare yourself to me that I like being alone and sipping coffee. Don't compare yourself to other people. So what was I saying? These your 20s are such a just weird part of your life. It's important to fall in love with yourself. Oh my god, like a lot of people, I'm very lucky to have a mom, parents that inspired self love. In fact, we read books while we were all growing up. We read books about self love, about the importance of self preservation, like loving yourself essentially. So I have a lot of that on my own. Like when I was approaching my 20s, and it's still normal. I still combated and I still had conflicts with like imposter syndrome. It's normal to feel doubt once in a while, but I had sufficient self love to be able to combat those feelings. Yeah. But like a lot of people don't have that. But it's important for you to find that self love by yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. If that's what it will take, look at yourself in the mirror and every morning affirm to yourself that you are important, you are beautiful, you are strong, you are sexy. Whatever it is that will inspire that self love. You do it enough times such that when you are faced with adversities or you are faced with problems where you have to doubt yourself, you remember that thing subconsciously. I don't know the science behind it, but subconsciously it reminds you that you are still that girl, you are still that bitch. So, so next, I'm going in with my flawless Ivy face definer. Another way to like fall in love with yourself is to identify your style, how to feel sexy. To identify your style. There are different ways to identify your style, and I made a couple of videos on how to dress for your body type. So I'll link them in the video as well. Um, identify your style and identify your scent. Like me, I really like notes with vanilla scents that have kind of like a musk feel to it. Very strong, but yet very soft. I think just encapsulates my personality, and that's why I like scents like that. Next thing for me is you shouldn't pay for stuff for men. Your 20s are not the years for you to be making serious down payments and commitments and joint things with men. No, I 100%, 1000% disagree with that. And leading up to that, the next one I'll say is don't date useless men. I know that your 20s are your years for making mistakes. And it's good make enough mistakes so that in when you are older you don't make those kind of mistakes. It's so obvious. This man hates you. This man doesn't like you. But that's who you've chosen to be with. Why? And I know you know what's good for you. That's essentially why I said form and build long lasting, healthy female friendships. Me, personally, don't have strength for useless men. Very, very grateful to God that I've never been in contact with people like that, with useless men. I've heard stories. It shocks me to my core and it's very abysmal to even, like, I can't even think about it. Just don't date useless men. And you will know if, for example, because men are very cunning and very wicked and manipulative, you end up with somebody that like you enter a relationship with somebody that is nice to you and like Prince Charming, and down the line he starts acting funny. Don't second see that's the thing. That's where you guys always miss it. Don't second guess it. Don't start thinking that oh he's going to change. He's not like don't give him the benefit of the doubt is so useless in relationships. Don't give him the benefit of the doubt. Cut your losses and go. This is my favorite part now, and I'm going to be using blush. I usually use this. I use two colors from this African Queen palette, eyeshadow palette. Actually, I use Ngozi and Aisha or Aisha and Tokumbo. So as the spirit leads. Oh god, I love blush. It's literally my favorite part. Like it just brings my face together, and if I'm looking dead, I'm alive. I'm alive now. Have audacity. Oh yeah. Like put yourself in places where something behind you is telling you don't belong. Don't listen to that thing. Just push yourself and don't be afraid of failure. When you fail, you pick yourself up. You fail, you pick yourself up. I'm going to end by saying that in all of this, what I just want you guys to take from this is that prioritize yourself. The beautiful ladies in your 20s, prioritize yourself. Like you are important. You are 100% important. So prioritize yourself. You are beautiful, you are strong, you are intelligent. Prioritize yourself and don't just stay. Oh, I forgot to put this shiny thing. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? It's shiny. Continue to push yourself. Like be a little selfish. I guess that's the easiest way I can say it. Be a little selfish. Push yourself into places that you feel like you belong. Take up space. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your 20 something year old babes as well. And I hope you have a good day.